Good day, class. Let's kick off with a new section for today, Unit Standard 114600. The Unit Standard title is Apply Innovative Thinking to the Development of a Small Business. In this Unit Standard, we will have 3 sessions. Let's start with Session 1, where we will be looking at how to develop specific techniques for releasing creativity in development ideas and opportunities. Let's look at a practical business problem. Let's say, for example, an employee is put in charge of a particular asset in the organization. However, his manager and the other people in senior positions pay him no mind and do as they please. What do you think the problem is in this situation? I know that some of you might think that he should lodge an appeal against his manager, but that does not mean that the appeal will be attended to. We might say that his manager is at fault for not supporting him. However, this is a symptom, and the real issue is that the organization structure is disorganized and needs to be rearranged. Once the organizational structure is sorted, the employee will have the authority to control the asset without interruptions from senior management. This approach helps with identifying the problem and implementing the correct solution. I hope that makes sense to everyone. This leads us to our next subtopic, which is problem solving. A problem is something that is difficult to understand or deal with. Most often problems remain unsolved because people fail to understand its true nature. This is caused by the fact that people interpret the symptom as the cause instead of identifying it for what it is. The first step to problem solving is analytical thinking, where you make the time to understand the matter at hand. It is vital to ensure that the first step is done correctly, or else all the efforts made to resolving the problem will be in vain. In order to ensure this, you could make use of a method called the block diagram, which only needs you to have a pen and paper. The next subtopic is creative thinking, which is a necessity to find solutions to challenging problems. By reading a wide range of content, including those outside of the core area of your business, you expose yourself to a range of ideas, processes, and technologies which will have a major impact on how you solve the problem. There are 6 different types of barriers to creative thinking. We will look at them briefly. The first type of barrier is a self-imposed barrier which you put up yourself, whether you are aware of it or not. The second type of barrier is establishing a pattern. In some cases, you might find a solution that works, and instead of trying to be adventurous with your problem-solving methods, you just stick to the same solution since you have established a pattern. The third barrier is conformity. Instead of being creative and unique, rather resort to solutions formed by your colleagues in the work environment and never really get to explore your own ideas. The fourth barrier is lack of effort with challenging the obvious. When faced with problems, we tend to go for the obvious answer, which we accept without questioning it. The fifth barrier is evaluating too quickly. This happens when we find an idea and resort to it before even trying to develop new alternative approaches. The sixth and last barrier is the fear of looking like a fool. No one enjoys being the laughingstock. So instead of going all out and executing your ideas, you fear how people might look at you and treat you instead of performing at your best, regardless of the comments. Lateral thinking is the ability to see something in use somewhere and figuring out how you could apply that in solving your problems, even though the original implementation is not related to your problem. Every business requires to have 5 types of skills in order to function well, which are administration skills, finance skills, sales skills, marketing skills, and lastly, technical skills. It is very important for a business to process all these skills in order to maintain success. The lack of any of the skills will result in a business struggling in whatever field they are lacking in, and if the matter is not resolved, it could cost the existence of the business. We have come to the end of our first session. See you in the next one.